Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder, where last time we spent some time checking up on all our companions, making sure they were all acclimating to the Abyss alright, and making sure they were all geared up, all leveled up, and ready to go. And now we are ready to go, so we're going into the city proper now. Not the city proper, but we're going back into the city. And let's see. Is it just a northwest, southeast thing? I don't know why I had trouble saying that. Okay, so looking this way, this goes up. Looking this way, those go down this way. How do we get up there? Is the only way to get up there by teleporting? Kind of looking that way. Alright, well, let's go this way. Got a beggar there. She can. She has pretty good trickery to unlock those. Good. Got some loot here. Take that. You guys don't need that, right? You guys are just begging. Now, I guess I should be looking around to see if anything changes while we... Something changes right there. I think one of these was going down, right? Oh, yeah. Doesn't look like that's useful to me, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing any useful paths opening up there. Looks like something's opening up there, though. Huh. This place is a maze. I guess that's kind of the point. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, so now we're up here. Hello? Arushale. This place is creepy, isn't it? Even by the city's standard. Arushale casts her eyes over the devastated landscape of the slums. But you know, believe it or not, one of my few good memories of the Abyss is from this place. Will you tell me what happened? It was a bad day for me. I was hiding from some dangerous demon I owed money to. Or rather, now I come to realize that was just a low-grade street gang who must have been eaten up by someone stronger since then. But back then, they were a real threat to me. Their thugs have already made a hole in my side. And they were following my blood trail to finish what they started. I barely managed to find a quiet corner, some basement or shed, but it was already occupied by this tiefling. I was ready to flee, but he smiled and told me I could sit beside him. Usually smiles. I was probably acting like some skittish animal. I sat as far away from him as I could, ready to stab him or make a run for it at a moment's notice. But he just gave me a healing potion and told me I could hide here as long as I needed. We started talking. He was a traveler from some other plane, not Galarian though. He was also hiding, though I don't remember from who now. We remained in that hideout for several days. He shared his food with me, some kind of pancakes, odd ones, spicy. I never tried anything like that before. I thought he expected something from me in return. Well, you can guess what I thought he wanted. But he didn't lay a single finger on me. Instead of saying goodbye, he said, "Don't thank me, just pass it on." Back then, I didn't get him at all. Only when I came to Dresden did I hear that phrase again, and learned what it meant. What do you think that phrase means? It's like revenge, but turned around. A stranger does you a good turn and doesn't demand payment, and in exchange, you find another stranger and do them a good turn for free. It sounds odd. Demons wouldn't understand it. I barely understand it even now. But the main idea is to increase the good in the world, right? Did you ever meet him again? No. Never. So, did you pass it on? You know, now that I think of it, I didn't. I've helped many people since then, of course, but all of them were mortals back on Galarian. I've never helped anyone in Alushnira, which means I still owe him a debt. Why don't you repay the debt right here and now? Now? But usually looks at the dirty streets and even the dirtier locals. You're right. Why not? Hey, you. Wait, hold on. Don't run away. Just stay where you are. With a fast, determined face, Arushale approaches a dirty, scab-covered Abracandulu. What you need? The demon's eyes dart around, seeking potential escape routes, but as soon as he realizes that no one is going to beat him up, he bares his teeth. You must... well... The succubus cringes under the little demon's glare and hastens to finish. You must need money, so here you go. Take it. The Abracandulu snatches the pouch out of Arushale's hands and weighs it in his crooked and deformed palm. Ha! So what I gotta do? Stab someone? Torch something? You don't have to do anything. This is simply for you. No reason. No reason. Pass it on. The succubus says the last words to the Abracandulu's back as he scurries off. That's it. He's gone. I'm not even sure if there was any point in all that. I bet he didn't even understand a thing. You needed a lot of time to understand too. It doesn't matter. You did as the traveler told you. You're not responsible for whatever may happen next. Congratulations. You may have just become the first demon in the neighborhood to ever give money to a beggar without any reason. Yes, that was a completely pointless thing to do. You needed a lot of time to understand too. That's right. The confused expression on the succubus's face gives way to a timid smile. I don't know if I have really changed anything by giving gold to that poor wretch, but you know, I feel better now. And it's not because I repaid my debt to the traveler. It's just I did something for someone by myself. I didn't think, I just did it. Before, I only knew a world where everyone tried to devour each other. But now, when I know what it feels like to help others, I can think of another world. A world where everyone helps, and it's as amazing. What? It's an amazing thought. Maybe that's what Elysium is like. Maybe. I would not know. I am a creature of hell. Let's see here. Who's this? Geocot. A sturdy door, locked and covered with frightening carved pictures. Oh, I can't talk to him? What's going on here? A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with messy dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shivs glinting in their hands. Geocot. The young man has a gloved puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins a ventriloquist. Begins to ventriloquize? I actually don't know the proper way to say that one. In a surprisingly deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasites. Who's in charge here? The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. Do not interfere. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy. Leave him be. And what if he bites you? Before the crowd disperses, the young man jots something down in his notebook. Interesting. And then he just walks off. Strange. Oh, we can get in there now? Can we... Trickery check failed. Damn, we needed to roll not that high. And that was it. I wonder if we can come back with... No, I think we just failed that. I don't think Woljif's going to be able to do it. Perception checks?
Something over there.
Where? Where? Oh, way up there. Okay. We'll try to remember that. And another one? Oh, there are two there. I see. Alright, and that goes back into the Bad Luck Tavern. We actually have to go there for a Grey Boar. So let's go in. see if we can't do something. Alright. Who did we need to talk to about that? Did he give us a name? No, not you. And probably not you either, right? No. Nobody in there. Red mask? Get lost. I'm looking for drinking companions. Okay. Now there is an upstairs we never went and checked out, did we? Let's go upstairs then. This might just go out. Yeah, it goes outside. Maybe it's like a, I don't know, rooftop bar. Nope. Look at that guard. Holy crap. Don't want to mess with him. Alright, where are we? Okay. This is the first guard we've seen, so maybe we're out of the slums now? Not sure. Senior guards. Okay, what do we have here? Man, those guards look frightening. I don't want to mess with them. Oh. Ba-bow. Ouch. Alright, guys, that's enough. I get it. It won't happen again. Ah, just not my eyes. Not my eyes. Calavacus. Move your hand, scum. I will break the other one, too. I said move it. A group of demons, laughing with glee, is kicking a skinny Babao, curled up on the ground. Not your eyes? Fine then, your belly. Have some of this. Ember, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop hurting him. Or you're hurting him. Ember dashes toward the demon, laid out on the ground, shielding him from the blows. Stop. Why are you doing this to him? Huh? Who's that? The demons goggle at the girl. I'm just a mortal. Weak and silly. Compared to you, I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. But you better listen to what I tell you, because I've lived more than you have. Ember, don't embarrass yourself. Let's go. Listen to her carefully. This might be the most important thing you hear in your entire lives. Ember, are you going to preach to demons? Ember, you're only 100 years old. By demon standards, you were born yesterday. How could you have lived longer than they have? Yeah, that's a good question. Or say nothing. I'm torn between 5 and 1. I think we're going to say nothing. We're not going to interfere with her. The demon draws close to the girl and looks her over with contempt. What's with all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us? It's very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends. Those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. There are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you? Beating, biting, fearing, hating each other? Are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot, but you've spent centuries and centuries without really living. Bah! This mortal brat, this lump of meat is going to preach to us? The demon gives a predatory sniff, bends down, and shows off his mouth filled with sharp teeth. You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up tasty pieces of meat like you. Ember looks at him serenely. She reaches out and strokes the horned head with her burned palm. Poor thing. You're so hurt and scarred all the same. You feel a bit better for a while when you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is that really happiness? The demon recoils from her touch. There is a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. Are you crazy or something? The demons stand around Ember. Their faces show caution and rapacious interest. It is clear that they are slightly afraid of the strange girl, who shows no fear, but at the same time, they see no obvious threat. Get your hands off of her, you beast! Ember, this demon is wounded. Words are all well and good, but let's help him. I warn you, this girl is under my protection. If anyone so much as touches her, they won't be leaving here in one piece. Yep. The demons cautiously look you over. No one's gonna touch her. What would we want with a little runt like that? Come now, little one. Keep telling your lies. What were you saying? Love, friendship, that sort of drivel? She's a witch. Probably wants to tell us something. Sell us something. Some magic potions or herbs. Come on, show us what you have. What? No, I'm not selling anything. I just wanted to tell you how much you're missing. I mean, you're free. Freer than anyone in the world. But you use this freedom to make life miserable for yourself and everyone else. Just think about how much happier you could be. Ember keeps preaching. The demons listen, occasionally interrupting with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally, they grow bored and walk away. They left. Do you think they understood anything? They are not humans. Demons are evil by nature. Words can't change that. That would be quite the cruel thing to say just right in front of Desna. Although, I guess it took more than words. I meant Arushale, not Desna. More than words to change Arushale, right? If anyone in the world can convince a demon to repent, it's you. Who knows? Even I'm intrigued to see how it will turn out. Of course not. You're wasting your time. Shrug, remaining silent. I do think it takes more than words to change a demon's nature, right? You need some sort of action, right? That's what happened with Arushale. It took the action of a god to change her. Words can't change that. But sometimes demons do repent and angels do fall. Their natures are not all powerful. You know, I was thinking. I tried sending prayers to the demon lords and I tried talking to demons in the streets. But one of the demon lords lives right here in the city. Nocticula, right? What if I try to talk to her? Not through prayer, but in person. Uh-oh. You're going to meet her sooner or later, aren't you? Please, take me with you. I'm sure if we meet face to face like you and I are talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me to her. Promise? Oh, man. That'd be something, huh? Yeah, we're definitely taking her to see Nocticula now. What's this? What's going on here? Oh, is there some words there?
Sorry. I did my best.
No, Sacio. You rolled a 3? You bastard. Alright. Got an athletics check up here. Let's see what this does. Oh, are we climbing all the way up to the top here? And we got a chest. Ooh, this one's a tough one.
I've embarrassed myself.
Just use an apprentice lockpick.
I'm glad
There you
I was
go.
useful to you.
Librarian's cloak. What's that? This cloak grants its wearer a +10 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks. It also increases the effective caster level by 4 when using scrolls. All right, so that's for Ninio. All right, anything else change while we spin around here? Not up here. What's this? It looks like these rooftops can be used to bypass the guards and get to the streets above. Interesting, so that's how we'll probably leave. I don't trust the guards. Those guys are scary. But we're not done exploring the slums yet. Do we have to make that check every time? That's kind of scary. Alright, anything else over here? Hello, Mr. Guards. Don't mind me. Alright, so we can take that athletics check back down there.
I'm the best.
I think we get XP every time we do it. Not every time we do it, but at least doing it once. So we might as well do that.
Something is
Up.
not right here.
We'll take that.
I finished here. Is there
Good.
more?
Nope, no more. Alright. There we go. This goes away here. What if we are on top of this when we look away? Huh. It doesn't move. Okay. Can we get there? No. How do we get here? This is what we need to know. How do we get up there? Might only be able to, but I think we can only get up there with like a teleportation spell or something. I don't see another way. Alright, well, let's go this way. Was there anything over here? I don't think so. No. Okay, let's keep moving.
Godspeed.
Up we go. Alright, what's over here? Anything over here? Zara and Zorgs. They are good people. Hello. The sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and she gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. Zorgs. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange round scars. It look like they may have come from from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burned eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Who are you? I am Zara the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishiar. I learned from Master Willidus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in Shadow. One day, I will surpass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willidus himself. So next time you dare to address me, do so with some respect, if you'd like your head to remain on your shoulders. Show some respect. Back on Galarian, I would have taught anyone as insolent as you some manners. What are you doing? I'm listening to the ocean, and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishiar's depths. What a shame that I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful of creatures. Mortals. Who's this boy? The demon gives an arrogant snort. Zorgs is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescend to take care of this wretched creature. Are you alright, kid? The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear. Then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Don't speak to the boy. What do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. The thought of taking a child from his mother feels bizarre and goes against the proper order of things. Still, the glow emanating from the demon fills you with concern. I believe it would be inadvisable to stray from our mission for the sake of interfering in this matter. We are talking about the fate of a child, an ordinary child who had the misfortune to be born in this terrible place. Are you prepared to walk away? You took his life, you took his life, measured it, and declared it too insignificant to waste your time on? Do you have a ledger where your heart should be? More of a code. You've lost the ability to prioritize. There are people in need of help everywhere. We cannot help everyone we meet, only those it is expedient to help. When it comes to some demon's child poisoned by the abyss from birth, the expediency of such an act is highly questionable. What are you going to do to your son? Tell me the truth. The demon frowns haughtily. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow even more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep, to places where moonlight never touches. Down there The boy stops his words, drowned out by the demon's angry hissing. Sorry, Mother. I won't say any more. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of this cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive a child of their parents' love, but these creatures do not know love. What would you prefer, Zorgus? What do I want? In the depths, nobody knows this word, want. And I wasn't taught it on the surface either. I know how to obey, dive, be quiet. But I don't know how to want. What could I possibly want? Stop addressing my property, worm. I'll pour the water of Ishiar down your throat and let the ocean... Or I'll pour the water of Ishiar down your throat and let the ocean's tiny mollusks destroy you from the inside and turn you into their shell. You talk a big game. I can see the luminescence of your soul. What is your crime against the abyss and all creation? Zara looks at you with contempt. There is nothing in my soul that could admit any such thing. I do not violate the laws of Evolutionera. I merely conduct scientific research in the depths of Ishiar. As for creation, the experiments of Zorgus are not crimes, but a transition to a new level of existence. Your definition of crime is long outdated. Science is always moving forward. You will not escape justice. There is an authority in Illusionera fit to try you for this transgression. Yep, we're gonna go with that. Zara snorts. Then go and seek out this authority if you have nothing better to do. How are you, Zorgus? The boy appears confused. I die very well. I'm trying my best, but Mother is unhappy with me. Zara's voice is cold, because I need you to do more than try. Oh, this boy. He's healthy, well-fed, and able to carry out my orders, so why can't this little freak deliver the results I need? What draws you to Ishtar? Or Ishiar? The unknowability of it. It's said everything is possible in the Abyss, but we demons received only the most trivial and vulgar parts of it. Flying islands, storms of living fire, awakening tombs, and songs that can steal the minds of those who sleep. The true wonders, the great paradoxes, and the mysteries that should not exist are hidden in these waters. They lie so deep that even Dagon's servants dare not descend into the darkness. It is the domain of the Clipoths, where common sense is a lie, and abstractions are more substantial and solid than matter. Alright, I'm leaving. I'll remember this. Go then. I will remain here and listen to Ishiar with my son. Zorgus looks at you intently. He seems a little sad, but says nothing. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the option to do anything else at the moment, right? Don't worry, Zorgus. We'll save you.
Let us press on.
Okay, so it looks like those ones are moving up and down. Nothing I can do from down here. Anything over here? It's not looking like it. Okay. Anything here? This one moves. These things are moving up and down. Don't know how that helps me. Actually, looks kind of scary down there. I don't want to go over there anyway. Alright, let's go through bad luck. Wait, what's that? I think we've looked at that before. Never mind. That's talking about the lava. Alright, before we leave bad luck, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Okay, so we don't actually have to go here. We just have to go to Willidus's mansion. Gotcha. Alright, let's go up. And let's go check this way. Oh. It's ours. Get it. Okay, somebody else get it. Somebody else get it. No, not you, damn it.
You know what you're doing. Good.
There we go.
Let us not hesitate. Our path leads.
What is over here? We got a slave. Oh. You were told to come with 100 coins by tonight. Where are they, beggar? Is that not actually anything? What's going on? Everything feels like a whole bunch of things are popping up. Oh God!
My dream.
Hi. Who are you? Why were you attacking? Oh, you're intoxicated. That's not good. For you. Alright, Scorching Ray. Is that what we want to start with? Could do a Mind Fog. Or... Actually, Burning Arc might be better. How many people are here? Let's do that. Good damage to start off with. Ow. Arushale. Who's up next? The Babao and the Abyssal Huntress. Take out the Huntress, or try to.
I will resist.
Good. Grey Boar.
Simply business.
Kill that guy. Get him out of your face. Kill him. Ow. Come up here. Attack him. Cause fear. Baird's immune to it.
Do not hold back.
Kicked his ass. Good. Ember. Try and kill this guy with a scream. Alright, you're going to go after the bard.
Prepare yourself.
Good. Grey Boar, finish this guy off. Nope. You'll finish him off. Good damage there.
Strike is one.
There we go. A little bit of combat in this episode. That went rather well. I guess they just attacked me because they were drunk. A lot of magical stuff on this person. We'll take it all. Deadeye. Whenever the wielder of this +4 axiomatic composite longbow lands the first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty to AC for 2 rounds. Oh wow, that's really good. I think we're gonna give that to Desna. Not Desna. Why do I keep calling her Desna? Arushale. Well, actually, she's using Finian, though. Could give Finian to someone else. Let's see. So, Finian. Ghost Touch Heartseeker weapon. This weapon can tear the soul of a living creature. Whenever it lands a hit, it deals an additional 1d6 force damage. That's actually really good, too, though. But I think we are going to give you Deadeye. We'll give, where is it? There it is. We'll give Finian to somebody else. A cool looking weapon. Let's see, who needs Finian the most? How are your weapons looking? This is only a +1 enhancement weapon there. How about your weapon? Only +2. I think both of you could use an upgrade. Your weapon's pretty good. Soul Shear, right? Yeah, Soul Shear's nice. Want to give it to Grey Boar? I think I want to give it to you. Actually, I haven't talked to you in a long time, have we? Maybe we should talk to him. There you go. New weapon for you. Start dialogue. Nope. Still nothing new for you, right? That's all for now. Okay. Cool, so we got a new weapon. Somebody do that? Good. The signs on the wall indicate that a drug merchant can be found here. In the Abyss, there are many poisons that can plunge mortals and even demons into nightmares. Can I go in and buy some drugs? No? This looks like it might be the Colosseum, given its round nature. Oh! And given the crowd there. Okay. Man, such a cool map. Alright, so that's the Nexus. How do we see what we've visited already? Has it only been the Nexus? Where's the tavern? Do we have to, like, touch it? Maybe. I don't know. To the Battlebliss arena. Do we want to go in there right now? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. Now, I don't know if this is the path we're going to take. It might be. I think it was one of the cooler sounding paths from Baron. Arushale. This place is creepy, isn't it? Even by the city standard. Arushale casts her eyes over the devastated landscape of the slums. But you know, believe it or not, one of my few... Wait. Arushale, we've already had this conversation. That was weird. Alright. Commoners over there. Half-fiend Guardian Minotaur. There's another one to the left. Hey, it's Geocott again. A handsome young man with tousled black hair strolls casually towards the demon surgeon. Oh, master of stitches, artist of the scalpel. ingenious of the surgical profession. Tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. Also, do you have an hour of free time tonight? How about a romantic dinner? Watch in silence. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of lamia liver extract. He pauses and gives the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or 2 of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you that you have beautiful smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's outstretched claws. He jots something down in his notebook and leaves. Okay. Thought that was Monago there for a second. I was like, what's going on? I think it's just a Lilitu though. Arena Healer and Zeklex. You guys mind if I take this? No? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's take a look at our journal real quick. We have a lot of quests here. Or I guess not. I think, can we do all of these? Probably not, huh? So this is the one we could do. Fighting in the Battlebliss arena is a potential path to fame and glory. Naturally, such a claim must be paid for in blood, but earning renown by peaceful means is unknown in the Abyss. Respect is only given to those who earn it through violence, and the list of one's kills is the functional equivalent of a scholar's published... Yeah. The other ones, Lady of Alexia. City's attention becoming the talk of Illusionera can one hope to attract the interest of Nocticula. Okay. The art of making friends. Secure an audience at the harem of the Ardent Dreams. This is the Shamira path, right? Walls are the material embodiment of any hierarchy. The invention of social ladders by the necessity entailed by the creation of fences and barriers to illustrate the social boundaries separating the best from the worst. Even demons need walls, if only to break through them, and daub them with obscenities to show their disdain for the authorities. It's no wonder then, in order to vie for Shamira's attention, one must overcome one of the most prestigious and well-guarded borders in all of Illusionera and gain entry to the harem of Ardent Dreams. Maybe we can do all of these. Locating a handful of demon miners in the giant anthill of Illusionera will be difficult, if not impossible. Okay. Okay. Well, we're here, so let's go ahead and do this. Zeklex. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while, it moves and twitches as if something was inside. Welcome to the Battlebliss arena. My name is Zeklex. I'm the arena steward. Ermengalith is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights, or to participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. You look impressive. A serious and formidable fighter. Perhaps Ermengalith will take an interest in you. Perhaps he will even allow you to test yourself against Ruxa, one of the strongest gladiators, but not right away. All newcomers must first prove themselves. Ermengalith? I remember a demon called Ermengalith. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears and stares at you with huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. Is that the arena master, the imp? That'd be funny. I want all of Illusionera to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. I'd like to talk to Ermengalith. Examine the unusual tiefling more closely and try to understand the nature of his existence on this plane. The tiefling gazes at you steadily. Amidst this chaotic plane of distorted shapes and frenzied disorder, Zeklex stands alone. He is out of place. His heart is no less evil than the hearts of those who surround him, but his mind is something different. The inhabitants of this plane have chaotic minds. Their thoughts are an overwhelming jumble of emotions and passions. But Zeklex's thoughts are cold, calculating, and rational. He has a keen, sharp intelligence and values order and logic. He may have been born on this plane, but he does not belong here. He is an anomaly. I can see the aura of your soul. You do not belong to this plane. This is the realm of chaos, and your heart and mind are strict and orderly. Like a machine. Stephen gives you a long, shrewd look. The imp peeks out of the bag and looks at you solemnly with his big, sad eyes. You are very perceptive. You see more than most. Well, you are right. I do not belong to the Abyss, even though I was born here. That's why I have to work so much harder than everyone else. It's very difficult for someone like me to accomplish anything in Elutionira, and I plan to accomplish a lot. I want to overthrow Ermengalith and take his place. And I could use the help of someone as observant and knowledgeable as you. I like the sound of that. Zeklix lowers his voice conspiratorially. I want to overthrow Ermengalith and take over the Battlebliss. Ermengalith is terrible at his job, and he's standing in the way of my ambitions. There's no denying that he is a genius. No one can get the crowds excited like he can, but his management of the arena could not be worse. The fights have turned into a bloody circus. The opponents are never evenly matched. The crowd are losing interest, and the passion of the audience is fading away. I want to change all of that. But killing Ermengalith won't be easy. He's protected by Gelderfang, the current champion of the arena. Since his last incident, Ermengalith has kept Gelderfang close by. He is only vulnerable when the champion fights in the arena, but it doesn't happen very often. After all, a fight for the champion title is very rare and prestigious event. But I'll offer you a deal. You help me, and I'll help you. I'll arrange a fight between you and the champion. I won't be able to make it happen right away, of course, but I'll make sure you get your chance. Together, we'll vanquish our enemies. I'll take control of the arena, and you'll become the champion. You have the title and the glory that goes with it. Do we have a deal? The tiefling looks at you in the eye as he extends a hand to you. I'm going to take that deal. Shake it. Shake Tiefling's hand. Excellent. I need a strong ally. After we topple Ermengalith, I'll have control over the Battlebliss, and you'll have the glory you seek. Your belief in fairness violates the law of the Abyss. There is an authority in Elutionira fit to try you for your transgression. I'd like to know more about you. The tiefling smiles wryly and addresses the imp in his bag. You see, Crow? This is why we worked so hard to climb the ranks. We wanted to be important, and now look, the stranger wants to know all about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I'm the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard-earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Elutionira. I was a street urchin, an orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a helpless slave woman. I've always been weak. I've always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life, I've had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets, I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming someone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it close to the bag. Quick as a flash, a scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the treat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He's also my partner in business. Together we saved up our money, one coin at a time. We made allies and sought opportunities for advancement. We've worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning, our goals were simple. Never starve again, never live in poverty again, and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish here in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in the city to achieve any of those things, but we've managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in Elutionira. What's your role here? Ermengalith is an artist, not a clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. I search for new fighters. I make the fight charts and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course, I organize all of the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, the fights have been terrible. The combat turns into meaningless carnage. There's no skill, no strategy involved. And of course, no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. They aren't even fights anymore, they're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what the audience wants. You don't look like you belong in the abyss. The imp peeks out of the bag, and the tiefling grins as he pats the companion's tiny little head. That's because I like to stay organized. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all my possessions and my money, my enemies and my allies, my schedule and my goals. I was weaker than everyone else, and these mental calculations helped me to survive. It was the only advantage I had, the only way that I could gain the upper hand, and keeping lists became a habit. I found that it disciplines the mind and keeps my thoughts organized. I'm an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a profitable skill. Who's the imp? The tiefling smiles as a little creature peeks curiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and big round eyes that gaze at you curiously. This is Crow. He's my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the abyss, but he's not had an easy time of it either. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead by now. He's probably the only one I truly trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze and finally darts back down into the bag to hide. It is odd to see an imp, an infernal creature, here in the abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energy of this place must be repugnant to the creature, born to the plane of order and evil. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has he managed to survive here in the abyss? Zeklex looks at you with respect. It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met, he was extremely unwell. Staying in the abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine, stolen-to-order bag. It's had magical symbols sewn inside it that makes it interior bearable for Crow. Neat. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. Tell me about the Battlebliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are at the lowest level. Regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Nahindrian League. The champion towers above them all, and the master of the arena stands on his shoulders like an omnipotent god. Tell me more about what happens in the arena. The Battlebliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in Lucianera. They are the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment, but they are much, much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals, are performed in the Battlebliss. In a way, it's more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason the city is still standing. Without the Battlebliss, the demons would have brought Lucianera to ruins long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desire for slaughter, they come here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of release. It allows them to satiate their lust for violence. He runs the place. His name is Ermengalith. He's a Cambion. He was born in the abyss as an offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Ermengalith's father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he can instantly instigate a riot, or make a screaming group of demons fall silent and listen to his every word. When he warms up the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Who's the strongest fighter? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He is the deadliest of Ermengalith's fighters, and serves as his bodyguard. He's a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance, and knows how to create dramatic spectacles out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life: pleasure and murder. They are his obsessions, and he feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Lucianera knows his name, and the audience yells it at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. I always enjoy a challenge. If this champion is as good as you say he is, I hope I get a chance to face him in battle. He sounds like a dangerous and skillful opponent. What's the Nahindrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nahindrian is a very popular word in Elushnira these days. The Nahindrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Ermengalith, but not all of them are demons. Elushnira serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of the Nahindrian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? Zeklix gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Nahindrian League are no different than the Nahindrian booze vendor in the tavern, or the Nahindrian whip supplier at the flesh market. None of them actually have access to the crystals. What? You mean this necklace I bought didn't have a Nahindrian crystal in it? I've been scammed. I've heard that that Nahindrian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one, and there are rumors that Ermengalith promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that Ermengalith was lying. I'm not sure even he knows how to get his hands on a Nahindrian crystal. I understand. Can I talk to Ermengalith? The imp pokes his head out of the bag in surprise. You seem to have aroused his curiosity. His sad, drooping ears perk up with excitement, and he stares at you with big, round eyes. You wish to speak to Ermengalith? I'm afraid that's impossible. Ermengalith never communicates with anyone except his most trusted aides, and Gelderfang is under strict orders to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. Ermengalith believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make the audience in the arena want him even more. Alright, I want all of Elushnira to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. Zeklex. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he is calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that is truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Elushnira, and only members of the Nahindrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battlebliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators? These creatures of the abyss sow death and destruction in such ceaseless, casual manner. But it is extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself to anyone? Very well, I'll prove myself. I'll fight another newcomer. I have no time for inconsequential nobodies. I either fight the champion or I don't fight at all. I'll prove myself. The tiefling nods respectfully. I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. I'm ready. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Ermengalith has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Ermengalith may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nahindrian League. However, if you do not become a candidate for membership, be careful. If you do become a candidate, you will likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who's my opponent? The tiefling looks questioningly at the imp, who's peeking out of the bag. The imp shrugs and waves his hand dismissively before disappearing again. Zeklex turns back to you. Some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course. Every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. It's the most important part of the show. Many of the other spectators come here just to watch the gladiators finish off the fallen opponents. They want to see spectacular death scenes and cunning coup de grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together, but the tiefling gives you an appraising glance. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. I'm ready. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all your opponents and return alive and victorious. Alright, are these one-on-one fights or are they group fights? Alright, I'm bringing 4 people. Or, yeah. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today, we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Baron of Galarian. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself, if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized opponent of Spiked wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package. It's Smugmug's wild gang of mephits. Oh, I didn't even see them there. I'll bite your nose off, you Galarian scum. I'm the wild and terrible Smugmug. Tremble before me. We will soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle! Okay. Okay, so we do have everybody. Let's get everybody up here. There we go. Commence battle. Ah, charge!
We won't fall here. I swear it.
This shouldn't be too hard, right? Hopefully. Alright, Ember. They are neutral outsiders. Damage immunity to fire, but that's not going to matter to us because we are amazing. But I mean, we have chain lightning, right? Let's just use chain lightning on him. Oh, that was called lightning. Oh well. Go ahead, study him. I don't want you going up there first, so just sit there. Trying to scorching ray me. Go ahead and take these guys out. Jesus. Calm down there. Okay, these guys are a joke.
This one's mine.
Skip your turn. You'll go
You're in my way.
kill him.
Make your peace.
That was really easy. We have a winner! All hail our glorious fighter. He emerges triumphant in this dangerous, violent conflict. He decorated the arena with mephit guts. Give it up for Baron, the Mephit Slayer! Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nihindrian League, once they start accepting mephits into their ranks. Demand explanations from Zeklex. I guess we were expecting something better than that, huh? Can we talk to him? No. Alright, so that's where we need to go? How do we get out of here? We're trapped! To the arena. Oh god, what are you guys doing in there? I didn't actually think... Oh, jeez. Oh, gee. Oh, ow. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. Okay, so you can walk in the fire, apparently. Good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a little heal. 2 of them. That'll be good enough. Oop. We're gonna just take a little look-see at that.
I finished here.
Ooh,
Is there more?
acorn pie. Acorn pie. Oh, we have skullberry pie, too. Here we go. What's going on, Zeklex? Greets you politely. How can I be of assistance? I don't like being called the Mephit Slayer. I want to change my title. Is this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why'd you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? I guess I'm supposed to be upset. But I'm not really. I'm ready to enter the arena. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until I can find a worthy opponent. However, you could use this time to assist me in the matter we spoke of earlier. Now would be the perfect opportunity for you to do what I asked. What you asked me to do? I don't like being called the Mephit Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it, and this is all that matters to Ermengalith. You'll remain the Mephit Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. I guess we'll say this. Is this your idea of a joke? Oh. Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Ha! Look at that. That's the Mephit Slayer. Train hard, boy. Maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real dretch. My god. Zeklex frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. The insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor, beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale, and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please, listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Ermengareth's orders. He came up with a brilliant idea to match you up against a Mephit. He thought the crowd would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you, this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklix produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arch that is located near the Battlebliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena gladiators. That's good. Zeklix lowers his voice and says placatingly, please, don't confront him yet. I promise you will have a chance to make that scumbag pay for what he's done to you. I demand a proper fight. Zeklix closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape, and I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you. But first, I need you to do me a favor. The Flayer twins are merely a stepping stone on your path to Gelderfang. It is your fight with him that worries me, but I have thought of something that might help you in your encounter with the champion. However, for my idea to work, I need you to go to the flesh markets and buy a group of gladiator slaves. Now, when I say slaves, I don't mean seasoned veterans. I mean an assortment of rabble and riffraff. This is important because my spy will need to infiltrate their ranks without drawing attention. We were asked to kill those little Mephits, and we did. Now we're asked to do another bad thing. They do not see us as crusaders anymore. They see us as their own. I will not become a slave trader. Very well, I will go buy these slaves. So I need to buy these gladiators at the flesh market. Is there anything I should know? There are a lot of slaves at the flesh markets. Ermengareth usually buys fighters from Sarzakiz, whatever, or Wurlong, but you may find other suppliers. Very well, I'll go buy the slaves. Yeah, so Barrett doesn't like slavery, but he grew up in a country that has tons of slaves and Cheliacs, so I mean, he's not... I don't imagine he's too squeamish about the idea. Excellent. If you do this favor for me, you can count on my gratitude in return. And we're gonna trust this guy because he's got a devil with him, even if it's a low-level devil. And he seems like Barrett's kind of guy for the most part. So we're gonna trust him for now, and hopefully he comes through for us. I have to go. Zeklix bows respectfully. From the depths of his bag, you see the glint of large, curious round eyes. Alright, so we have joined the gladiators. We now have the ability to travel to the gladiator pit from the Nexus, which will be useful. But this is cool. I am excited to see how this goes. But that's going to be it for this episode. In the next one, we will see what we get up to. Maybe we'll go buy the slaves and keep going to the arena, or maybe we'll try and sneak into the upper levels. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do. I don't even know where the flesh markets are, to be honest. I mean, I guess this could be the flesh market. There are slaves here, but I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.